I'm not going to homecoming. I'm playing at homecoming, I explained to Mom, trying to coax the Kingwood High Marching Band information and parental consent packet out of her hands so I can flip straight to the back page of signature blanks. I need her to sign before stumbling across any more actual information. The football game, not the dance. And that's all months away, practically at the end of the season. She waves her hand to dismiss my words before stubbornly flipping through the rest of the packet, laser eyes scanning as if the pages contain the secret to my successful high school career, or the hidden clause that will ruin it. I don't think she'll find anything objectionable, but sometimes she latches on to details, like the homecoming dance, and turns them into another box for me to check off. I'm not opposed to checking off boxes. I love checking off boxes. It's just that going into sophomore year, my checklist is already full of an overwhelming number of super important boxes that I want to check. Get straight A's, do well in my first AP class, prep for the PSAT, make friends with some teachers for future recommendation letters, keep up my extracurriculars, band, get leadership experience, first chair, and how is Mom still reading the same page? I thought that waiting until Sunday evening would make it easier to rush her through the packet, but I forgot that nobody but me cares about being late to church. Dad unhurriedly rinses dishes and loads them into the dishwasher, his button-down not yet buttoned over his t-shirt, and his salt and ginger hair uncombed. Mom frowns at the dress code. But they can't stop you from painting your nails, mija. Dressed to reverently impress as always, but showing no signs of getting ready to move. Even if we leave in the next minute and a half, we'll still be 5 minutes late to the latest possible mass. I take a breath and smile to keep my tone pleasant when I hint, I'll be ready to leave as soon as this is signed. Mom finally scribbles her signature on the last page and helps Dad finish the dishes while I tuck the forms into my brand new folder and zip it safely into the polka-dotted backpack I picked out so carefully last summer. It was supposed to give me good luck for my freshman year, so that didn't work out well at all. Maybe I should have asked for a new backpack this year. I'm not, extremely superstitious, but then again, I am currently the driving force getting most of my family out the door to go to religious services because I want this year to go well. I technically have 2 more weeks of summer, but tomorrow morning is the first day of band camp, so basically the start of the year. And just to add to the pressure, it's actually my actual first day of band camp ever. A week before camp was supposed to start last year, a tropical storm out in the Gulf agitated itself into a full-blown hurricane, Hurricane Humphrey, and aimed itself at Texas. The Sunday night when I should have been getting to bed early to make it to the marching field on time, I was instead clutching a flashlight, watching floodwater rush down our street and creep up our front lawn. We were lucky. The school was not. It took the whole semester to get things back in repair enough to have band, and by then the marching season was over. So yeah, maybe I'm a little superstitious, and maybe I waited until the last possible minute to give Mom the forms to sign, and maybe I'm on my 3rd Guadalupe candle burning itself out on my desk. But that's just because I need this year to go smoothly. I do finally get Mom and Dad out the door and into the car. We're late, but not later than usual, so I count that as a win. "What are you going to wear to homecoming?" Mom asks, while Dad maneuvers through the packed parking lot of St. Cecily's. I hold back a sigh. My uniform? I'm going to wear my band uniform, because it's a band performance. Mom tuts in disappointment and grumbles that I should be excited about the dance and the dress, too. And I can feel her grumbling sliding inevitably toward complaining that I didn't do anything quinceañera-related last year. And then, if I don't stop her, she'll be off on a pro-femininity rant. Her rants have less to do with me. I'm very pro-femininity, thank you. Not to lean too heavily on presentation stereotypes, but I'm literally wearing a pink skirt right now. And more to do with Ellen, my sibling who doesn't do dances or dresses or femininity. And even though none of that is officially my problem, Mom has a way of unloading it all on me at least once a week. Also, since Humphrey tanked her small interior design business, the same way it tanked Ellen's nonprofit job and my marching season, she's got a lot more time on her hands to pay attention to my business. I'm actually lucky Ellen is at work today, or else there would have been a whole separate argument where Mom tried to convince her to come to church, and she tried to come up with an excuse not to go to church, and I would have ended up getting lectured about that too.